Okay, so let's make a tutorial. Alright, so this is the scene. So let's bring this up and create a new material. Standard V-Ray default material. And here it is, and rename it Voda. Okay, so let's set our color. To something dark because it's ocean water. If it was like a swimming pool or something, then we would do it like a lighter color, but you don't really see into an ocean because it's dark. So something dark and bluish or green or whatever, brown if it's Texas. So what I want to do is add a bump map, of course, bitmap, and I like to use this material, and I can send it to you if you need it, and hit OK. Next thing we need to do is create a reflective layer and turn these to some gray color, and also turn up our bump map to something like 15. And one unit is 1 inch in V-Ray. So let's get it and apply that material to our ocean. And let's render it out. And I'll put pause so that we save time. Okay, so this is the first rendering that we got. And we have our reflection and we have our bump map in there, but it doesn't seem to be doing much, and the reflection is too shiny. So what we're going to do is come up to this little teapot thing, and we're going to do a region render, because we don't want to have to re-render this whole scene every time. We only want it to render what is inside this little box. And you can also do it, so say like if you wanted to render that thing, you could select that and everything will stay the same except say you wanted to delete that. So you think about that next time when you're rendering to save some time. If there's just one little mistake, you don't have to do everything as long as the camera doesn't move. So okay, so we have that selected. Go into our material. Ooh, didn't know you could do that. Go into our material editor, and first thing we want to do is mess with this bump map. So we'll go back here, and from what I've learned, sometimes the scaling is off, especially on big models like this. And since I already kind of know what it is, I'm going to go with like a very small, basically changing the way it tiles. So it's going to be like, makes the tiles really large now. And let's give that a render here, and I'll pause it again. And okay, so if you look in this region, the water's like this. The waves look really nice. It's nice choppy water. Just keep in mind, like if you were to zoom out like really far, you would probably want to change the scale of the tile so that it doesn't look funny and it doesn't look like it's obviously tiled. You want it to look kind of random. So just play with that number a lot until you get what you want. But one problem that we have is that it's too shiny. So we need to change the way that the glancing angle, or like the reflection angle, is. So let's do another, just so we can keep testing and seeing the difference as we progress. Material editor, and what is the best thing to do is to go into reflection, and then what you want to do is add a Fresnel style. And what this does is basically changes how you see reflection based on a perpendicular angle, which is looking directly at it, or um, if you're looking at it parallel. Um, anyways, you'll see. It makes a difference. So let's do another rendering and see where we are. Okay, so I did a couple test renderings just to make sure I was on the right track. And I think I kind of like the way this is looking. One thing that you need to make sure you are doing when you're playing with the reflection, because this is obviously like a mirror and this is a lot less like a mirror. Where you want to go play with that is this color right here. I did a preview rendering and it was like basically this color, and then I got that, and then I switched it back to something in the middle. Like white is all the way reflective, black is all the way matte colored, matte glossiness. So we want somewhere kind of in the middle, and of course you just play with it the way you want to. So yeah, the big thing to remember is when you're making your Volda, that your bump map is somewhere around 15. This is a big deal. Your how it repeats the tiling of your bump map, which is the water down here, and that when you have your reflection, it's the Fresnel, and yeah, that's good. Okay, I think that's it. Let's do one more final rendering just to make sure everything is nice, and then we'll say goodbye. So hold on. Okay, so look, we have some really fantastic water. I think that's it. It looks great. Okay, I hope you figured it out.